to catch up on, if you hadn't seen the NAR announcement, the E30, which was withdrawn from availability for a while, is now back as in a new molded case like the E15 and the E20. This has the molded aft thrust ring. Unfortunately, we had to lose a little bit of total impulse, but that's just the way it works. So they are available through the Value Rockets website, and you can get them there. Another little item is we are going to be putting in our F motors in another molded case with the aft thrust ring. So all the composite up from 24 and 29 millimeter single use will be in the new casing with the thrust ring. It's interesting because we got requests for this for a long time, and today I heard from someone that said they wanted to. I think it was Tim Van Milligan said that somebody wanted one with they want to know if they could grind off the thrust ring.
Never-ending battle.
Never-ending. Okay. Something we announced at NARCon this year, which is now a reality. Actually, let me back up one more. I just got word from Paul Holmes at TMT Testing that the J1999, if you had followed what happened with that motor, we pulled it off certification, and we sent it back with a redesign to TMT. It is now recertified as a J1799, and I think you'll still like it. It's about just toned down just a little bit, but all in the sake of for the sake of reliability and so on. And no thermite, please, in that motor. One of the products that we announced at NARCon was an F30 Black Max motor for the 24 by 95 millimeter case, which is now again a reality. This has just been certified by NAR Standards and Testing. This will be same as the F32, be $15.99 retail. And I've got a few here. I think Mr. Bob Sanford has volunteered his finally built rockets to fly one or two, and I've got 4, so if anybody wants to fly one, let me know.
I got a poorly built one.
You got what? A poorly built one? Okay.
Put it up with a high-def camera on board.
Yeah, well, fine. I mean, I've got 4 of them.
Nobody's selling those here.
No, not,
So
but should be soon. Should be soon. It's an F30. There'll be 4, 6, and 8, but the ones I have are 8. So probably anything that'll take a D12.5 would work with that. I think this is a pretty big deal for us. We have a Facebook page if anybody hasn't seen it, and occasionally we'll ask customers questions or kind of a mini survey, what propellants they like, and there's reasons behind all these questions. And then somebody made a suggestion about putting more reloads or different reloads or a particular reload in the 2940-120 case. Does anybody have this? Okay, this is actually probably our most popular reloadable motor hardware, and we have released a few new motors for it over the last few years, but the question by the customer kind of got me thinking as to what we could put in this casing. And if you follow the threads, you saw that we actually had tested an H-power reload that fit in here.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we also tested it. We also got a G load, pretty close to a full G load in this case.
Successful test?
Yeah, successful test. Well, yeah, our tests were successful. So what we did is we submitted 2 sets of reloads to S&T. One that was a little, I don't know what's the word. Funky, well, closer to the edge than the other one. They both worked for us. In fact, one was around 162 newton seconds, and the other one was about 166 for us. So we submitted both. The G load came out, and when you got to consider that testing equipment can be off by 0.5% or so back and forth, and then Cedar City altitude gives you about 1.5% extra impulse. Our 162 newton second load came out to be a little over 157 newton seconds when S&T tested. So tonight we are announcing the G138 Blue Thunder reload for this casing. It's very close to a full G, 157 newton seconds in that casing. We are still working on the H. We have some ideas on how to do it. I'll get right to it when I get back. But this will be available. In fact, I have a small quantity. I think a couple of dealers have expressed interest, and I'd probably consider them a collector's item. This was a very, very short run made of these, so hopefully a couple of dealers will have a small number of these for sale. They'll be $18.99 retail.
Those will have the HP prefix on them?
You know what?
The average drop.
Well, it does say high power, but it doesn't have the HP prefix. That was left out. I'm sorry. I will handwrite it in there if you like. It does say high power though, so I don't know if that counts. But oh, it's a 14-second adjustable delay, certified as an adjustable delay. And like I said, there's a few other things in the works, but we'll hold off on that. But that's what we have tonight. Any questions?
Are you taking pre-orders for those things in the works?
We'll talk later.
Gary, I have one of those. I have one of the hobby reloads.
This one?
It's like from almost 20 years ago. Are there any changes from that to this? I mean,
on this hardware?
Will my hardware work with your new?
Yeah, the only change that I remember that we made was we put a second slot in the side. I think
Yeah, mine
the
just
very
has one slot.
does it? Okay, yeah, that was the only change.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool. Good.
Yeah, it's almost 20 years old. 1991.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, this is the 20th anniversary. This year is the 20th anniversary of the reloadable motor, the modern reloadable motor for model rocketry. We thank you for...
One of those in Manassas? In Manassas, didn't you? I thought you did that even a year earlier. Did you do anything in Manassas, or was that in Dallas?
No, we announced them. We announced them at LDRS 9, I believe, in Colorado, and then we showed the first Naram was the one in Dallas. Yeah. Yeah, we flew I think a 38-240 motor in we lost the case.
We're still looking for the case.
Still looking for that case. Yeah. If you find it, probably sell it on eBay somewhere. Any other questions? Well, thank you very much.